Logically, it would have, but we know that Mayawati's constraints are beyond the realm of obvious politics. So I am not. I mean, personally, if you're asking me, I don't think Mayawati is going to be impressed. But then, what are the options that India Alliance had? Because as you know, there is 16% solid Dalit votes are there across the country, and if you club it with minority votes and others and all, then India Alliance theoretically on a piece of paper becomes some kind of challenger.
Okay, Amitabh Tiwari, the Dalit Mallikarjun Kharge, he's been member of parliament for a record 9 times, lost once in 2019 by a margin of 95,000 votes. He's won before this, so he has a long checkered record as a member of parliament, as a minister in Karnataka. If indeed the stars were to align and the Congress were to agree and Nitish and Lalu also give up their obstruction, from your analysis of the data, how would a Kharge versus Modi battle look like?
See, essentially, he is the most leader of this alliance, having more than 50 years of experience. He understands real politics, belongs to the Dalit community, which is 17% of population, and there are 84 SC reserved seats, out of which the BJP won 46 in 2019. Modi ji may not be able to brutally attack Kharge ji in campaigns as he does Rahul Gandhi, and he speaks Hindi as well. However, age is not on his side. At 81 years of age, when the 60% of the voting population is between 18 to 35 years of age, he may not be able to connect with the youth. So that is likely to be a problem. He's not also a pan-India leader, as you've mentioned. He lacks appeal outside his home state of Karnataka, and is seen as a South Indian leader still, correct? Not a pan-India leader. So there will be opposition to his name from quarters like Nitish and Lalu, as we've seen, because Nitish believes that he is the architect of this alliance and he should be given a chance. But I think Mamata Banerjee and Kejriwal have tried to kill two birds with one stone. They have reduced or eliminated competition from other regional satraps like Nitish or anybody else like Akhilesh, who want to become PM candidate of India bloc, and also at the same time ensuring that Rahul Gandhi does not become the PM candidate of the Congress party, because these leaders
Syed Zafar Islam, do you buy this argument that it's much tougher to attack the Dalit Kharge than it is to attack the entitled dynast, or at least you want to project Rahul Gandhi as one, and therefore a Kharge versus Modi battle is tougher for the BJP than a Modi versus Rahul battle?
Well, Rahul, we are not overly, or rather not at all concerned about who they want to project as Prime Ministerial candidate, because as a bloc, the Gamandiya Gathbandhan is a very weak bloc, because this was the fourth meeting and still they are discussing about that we have to fight against NDA led by the Honorable Prime Minister. Second very important thing, that by proposing Kharge's name, Mamata Banerjee and Kejriwal both has sown a seed of breaking the Gamandiya Gathbandhan royally, because this, by proposing his name today, it's only when they have not even decided the sheet sharing, they have not decided many outstanding issues to be resolved, yet to be discussed and resolved, and still they have went ahead and proposed the name. That only suggests that they have something against Kharge, against Congress party, and there is no meeting of minds between them and the Congress party for sure. They want to go alone, or they want to definitely do not want to go with Congress, something which is so apparent by proposing his name. Having said that, we are not really concerned whether it's Kharge, Rahul or Nitish Kumar.
Meeta Chakrabarti, does Mamata Banerjee's move put the Gandhi family on notice, because they have to come up with a good reason? If this is the one face around which critical allies like Mamata Banerjee, Arvind, Kejriwal, and I'm told that 8 others said that they don't have a problem, then the Gandhis need to have a very good reason to try and veto their own man, or at least somebody who they claim is their own man. Now, will they be willing to project him as Prime Minister? And if not, why not, Meeta?
Okay, good evening to all the fellow panelists and to the viewers. First of all, till about yesterday, the narrative that was being run by sections of media is that both Mamata Banerjee and Arvind Kejriwal had prime ministerial ambitions of their own. Now today, it's the same two leaders who have gone and have tried to project Mr. Kharge as the PM face and the coordinator of the India Alliance bloc. That's number one point. Number two, Mr. Kharge himself had rejected the proposal. Mr. Kharge had gone on record to state that let us fight this unitedly, let there be elected MPs and let the elected MPs choose the next leader. He has made it very, very clear in his press conference. It was nobody else but Mr. Kharge who had come up with that statement. Number three, we had 28 political parties participating today. We have a deadline by 31st of December. We will have a seat sharing formula and the seat sharing to be finalized. And as early as 30th of January, we will start doing our joint rallies. So there have been
30th of January is 1 month away. Campaigning peaks in February and March. If your first rally happens in 30th January, that's not showing much urgency. But one second, Rajat Sethi, what is tougher for the BJP? Modi versus no one, Modi versus an ambiguous India alliance, or Modi versus Kharge? Arithmetically, what is trickier? Rajat Sethi.
Well, I think Kharge, with all due respect to his experience and everything, he is close to zero only. So Modi versus Kharge.
Why do you say he's close to zero?
See, I mean, on a serious note, he himself lost his 2019 election. He was defeated by an erstwhile Congress, his own MLA who was groomed by him, Umesh Yadav.
No, but he could potentially consolidate the Dalit votes in favor of the opposition, and that's a vote bank the BJP has been trying very hard to woo.
So certainly, I agree. He comes with the credential that he belongs to the Dalit community, but just having a simplistic affiliation to one community in today's day and age doesn't cut. You have to have a very proactive approach. You need to have a programmatic approach. You need to have an emotional outreach to the community. And just by sheer optics, I don't think Congress will be able to win back its core base, which used to be Dalit base till 2009 elections. But there has been a tectonic shift in that vote base. And I don't see any kind of an emotional outreach.
You're saying the Dalits who've moved away will not come back just because the India Alliance projects Kharge. If they do, the government's worked very hard through Labhartis and various other schemes to woo the Dalit community, and we saw that play out in the recent assembly elections amongst the Dalits and amongst the tribals as well. Rajdeep Sardesai joins us. He was out and about at the India Alliance meeting. Mallikarjun Kharge did that press conference all by himself. Usually it's a joint meeting. Everybody gets to have a word in, lots of questions tossed around. Does that indicate that all's not well in the India Alliance, which is why Lalu, Nitish, I'm told now by our reporters in Bihar, upset with Mamata Banerjee and Kejriwal rooting for Kharge as PM?
I don't think that is necessarily the case, Rahul. The sense I get is that Lalu, Nitish, among others, want someone to be made convener. They feel that there is a need for some kind of direction in terms of leadership. Whether that leadership has to come from Nitish Kumar, as perhaps the Bihar lobby hopes, or whether it has to come from Mallikarjun Kharge, as perhaps Mamata Banerjee and Arvind Kejriwal suggested.